As we age, both our bodies and minds must face inevitable changes. Health may decline, energy may gradually decrease, and the ability to recover from illnesses or fatigue is no longer what it once was. These changes occur not only physically but also affect the mind, causing us to reassess many aspects of life. We may feel a gentle loneliness when confronting the past or unfulfilled dreams. The process of aging is not just a slowing down of the body but also a journey to rediscover oneself and recognize the true values we have gained throughout our lives. We begin to appreciate the small moments, the relationships, and the connections with our loved ones. In the elderly stage, the relationship with children becomes a crucial factor, deeply influencing the health and emotions of parents. Those who have nurtured and cared for their children throughout their lives now need to be cared for, looked after, and loved by their children when their health is no longer the same. This is a time when family bonds and the closeness between parents and children are most evident. However, this change is not always easy. Children may have grown up with their own lives, careers, families, and other responsibilities. This can unintentionally create a distance between parents and children. Parents sometimes feel lonely, lacking the attention and connection they once gave to their children when they were young. This relationship not only affects physical health but also impacts the parents' mental well-being, causing them to feel insecure or anxious. The presence and care of children are not just material support, but also emotional sharing, comfort, and encouragement, helping parents overcome difficulties in their later years. During this stage, the relationship between parents and children becomes especially important, because the love and care from children are a great source of motivation that helps parents maintain their health and peace of mind in their old age. If you feel that these shares are truly meaningful and would like to explore more stories and lessons about family and life, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss the latest videos. Let's join together to build a community that always values family, loves, and cares for each other through every stage of life. The first important thing in the relationship between parents and children in old age is the presence of children. This presence is not just about material support but also has profound meaning in terms of emotional support, and it becomes especially crucial in difficult times. Children don't need to be successful or wealthy, they only need to be present for their parents when truly needed, when parents feel weak, lonely, or face health difficulties. Sometimes, financial support or material gifts, even if valuable, or high-end care services, cannot replace the presence of children in those important moments. Although material support can help alleviate financial difficulties, the emotional absence of children can still cause deep hurt. The feeling of loneliness and the lack of attention from loved ones is something many parents face, especially when children are busy with work in their own lives. In those moments, even with material help, nothing can replace the attention, sharing, and presence of children beside them. This absence not only makes parents feel lost but also adds to the sadness and the sense of being abandoned, as if they are no longer important to their children. Small but meaningful actions from children, such as visits, care, or simply being there to talk, can bring immense joy and comfort to parents. These gestures don't need to be grand or complicated, just sincerity, concern, and emotional connection from the heart. Sometimes, a short phone call, an evening spent chatting together, or even a simple hug is enough for parents to feel loved, cared for, and more connected to their children than ever before. These seemingly small actions carry immense value. They not only help parents feel loved, but also serve as an invisible bond connecting the emotions between generations, building a strong family relationship throughout the years of old age. The presence of children in these moments is not only a source of encouragement but also an important factor for parents to feel appreciated, loved, and that they are still an important part of their children's lives, even as time and aging may change everything. And if you find these shares meaningful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay tuned for more videos where we share precious stories and emotions of life together. The second important thing in the relationship between parents and children in old age is unconditional love and care. This is an incredibly important factor, not only for parents' emotional comfort but also for creating a lasting bond in the family. The love children have for their parents should have no calculations or conditions. This means that children must express their love for their parents sincerely, not for personal gain or external success. The love of children cannot be influenced by material factors such as money, fame, or career success. Instead, that love should come from respect, gratitude, and appreciation for what parents have given and sacrificed for their children throughout the years. Parents have dedicated their entire lives to raising, teaching, protecting, and loving their children, and in their old age, what they need most is love and care from the children they have raised. How can children show care and love for their parents? It is through practical actions of care and attention in daily life. Sometimes, this is not about grand gestures, but simply being present with parents when they need it, listening to their stories, their worries, or even their confessions. Care is not just about providing material services but about sharing, empathy, and being ready to help with daily tasks. It's about helping parents with small tasks like cooking, cleaning, or supporting them with their basic needs. These seemingly simple actions are the clearest expressions of the love children have for their parents. Every time children take the time to care for their parents, they not only help physically but also alleviate loneliness and create a sense of being loved and valued. The importance of spending time together becomes even clearer as parents grow older. As age and health begin to decline, what parents desire is not luxurious material gifts or the success of their children in their careers. What parents truly long for and expect is care, attention, and love from their children. Parents don't need vacations or expensive gifts, they only wish for moments spent together, the time children dedicate to them. A meal together, an afternoon walk, or even just heartfelt conversations are incredibly meaningful to parents. These are the moments when they feel loved, cared for, and not forgotten. As they grow older, parents realize that time is limited, and moments spent with their children are the most precious gift they can receive. These simple moments not only soothe loneliness but also help parents feel that they are still an important part of their children's lives, no matter how life changes. The third important thing in the relationship between parents and children in old age is respect and recognition. This is a fundamental element in maintaining family bonds, especially when parents enter old age and face many health and psychological difficulties. Children need to respect their parents, even as they grow old, become weaker, or need more help with daily tasks. Respect for parents is not only shown through words but also through actions and attitudes toward them. Every gesture, every word, from daily care to the way conversations are held, reflects the respect children have for their parents. When parents become weaker and can no longer do the things they once did, children need to maintain a respectful attitude and treat them as important people in their lives. This can be simple actions like listening to parents, not showing impatience or seeing them as a burden, but instead, providing care, cherishing, and attending to their needs and desires. Recognizing the contributions and sacrifices of parents is incredibly necessary. Even though children have grown up, with careers and their own lives, they cannot forget the sacrifices their parents made for them over the years. Parents are the ones who have poured all their love and dedication into nurturing, protecting, and educating their children. What children have today, whether it's material or spiritual, is closely tied to the sacrifices of their parents. Parents have dedicated their entire lives to their children, and they deserve recognition and gratitude from them. This is not only expressed through words of thanks but also through practical actions in daily life, such as spending time talking with parents, asking about their health, or even helping them with small yet very meaningful tasks. Creating an equal relationship between parents and children is also extremely important in old age. Parents do not want to simply be those who need care, but they also want to be treated as friends, to be respected, and to engage in conversations with equality. When children view parents as companions, not just as those who depend on their care, the relationship between the two generations will become closer and warmer. Children need to understand that parents also have their own emotions, desires, and needs, and they deserve to be treated with respect as valuable adults in the family. When the relationship between parents and children is no longer defined by power dynamics or dependence, but instead by mutual respect and equality, the bond will become stronger, and the family will become a place of comfort and happiness for everyone. Respect and recognition in the relationship between parents and children not only help create a happy family environment but also serve as the foundation for parents to feel loved and valued in their later years. Small actions, sincere words, and gestures of care will contribute to making this relationship better and more enduring than ever. The fourth important aspect of the relationship between parents and children in old age is the importance of help during difficult situations. When parents' health begins to decline, and they can no longer care for themselves as they did before, help from children becomes invaluable. Especially when parents enter old age, they need support not only physically but also emotionally. The sense of safety and peace of mind grows when parents know their children are by their side, ready to care for and support them in times of difficulty. When children show their presence and care during these moments, parents will feel deep love, helping them cope with physical and mental changes more easily. This not only reduces feelings of loneliness but also creates a stable environment for parents, making them feel that they still have value and are not left behind in their final years. However, the help from children should not only stop at material support, even though these things are very important. Financial assistance or support with household chores is necessary, but what is even more important is emotional support. Small yet meaningful actions such as listening, sharing, and encouraging can bring great comfort to parents. A gentle conversation, a comforting hug, or simply being present during difficult moments can help parents feel less lonely and loved. These moments not only ease their anxieties but also build a stronger bond between parents and children, because children are not just caregivers but also companions throughout the final journey of their parents. The relationship between parents and children becomes stronger when both overcome the difficulties and challenges of life together. The shared difficulties in taking care of parents as they age can help strengthen the bond between the two generations, deepening love and understanding. When children share concerns about their parents' health, or when parents and children face issues related to healthcare, the companionship in these situations not only helps alleviate the challenges but also creates a space for both sides to learn and grow. The feeling of overcoming difficulties together and facing challenges will create an invisible bond between parents and children, making family ties even stronger. When both parents and children share worries and difficult moments, the family bond will grow stronger and harder to fade. Children are not only material supporters but also emotional companions, providing great encouragement to their parents. Helping in difficult times is not just a duty or responsibility but an opportunity to express love and gratitude for all that parents have given to their children. As a result, the family relationship will become solid and full of affection during the final years of the parents' lives. The fifth important aspect in the relationship between parents and children in old age is forgiveness and reconciliation. As parents grow older, they often have more time to look back on the past and realize that forgiving past mistakes or conflicts is very important. The regret over unresolved conflicts can become heavy, making parents realize that forgiveness not only heals relationships but also brings peace to themselves. As they age, they understand that they cannot carry the burdens and pains of the past because doing so will only weaken their spirits and increase stress in life. Forgiveness, therefore, becomes an essential part of helping parents feel lighter and live more peacefully in their final years. However, forgiveness cannot simply be a personal process for parents, it also requires understanding and empathy from the children. The physical and psychological changes that come with old age can make parents become irritable or less patient. Body aches, memory decline, or the feeling of losing control over daily matters can cause parents to have a short temper or become grumpy. Therefore, during such moments, understanding and empathy from children are extremely important. Children should not judge or criticize the negative behaviors parents may exhibit but instead should gently share and help parents overcome these uncomfortable feelings. Children need to remember that the changes in their parents' physical and mental state are inevitable, and they need support, not only materially but also emotionally, to face these difficulties. When conflicts arise in the family, resolving the issues gently and patiently is very important. In tense situations, words or actions that are aggressive or critical will only complicate things and hurt the relationship. Criticism can hurt parents' feelings and make them feel misunderstood or lonely. Therefore, to maintain peace in the family, every conflict needs to be addressed subtly and skillfully, creating space for forgiveness and understanding. Children can approach their parents gently, avoiding increasing tension, while showing a willingness to listen and share. When an issue is handled with patience and empathy, it not only resolves the conflict but also strengthens family bonds and creates a harmonious living environment. Maintaining reconciliation in the family helps parents and children rebuild a strong and warm relationship. Every act of forgiveness, whether big or small, will help erase differences and create opportunities for parents and children to grow closer. Sometimes, a sincere apology or a warm hug is enough to erase any misunderstandings and revive family affection. In the final years of life, what matters is not living with regrets or guilt but learning to let go, forgive, and reconcile. At that point, the family relationship will become strong, full of love, and enduring, bringing happiness to both parents and children. In conclusion, the changes in the relationship between parents and children over time are inevitable. As we grow older, relationships around us must also face natural changes. However, what is important is what we can do to maintain and develop this relationship. If we understand and treat each other with empathy, respect, and love, the relationship between parents and children can become closer, deeper, and more meaningful than ever. Family relationships are not only about biological ties but also about deep emotional connections, where each member not only supports each other materially but also shares, cares, and nurtures one another throughout life. Family connection truly is an indispensable part of life, especially as we age. As we grow older, we increasingly feel that the bond with family and children is an invaluable source of happiness. In the final years of life, we no longer immerse ourselves in external successes or achievements, but instead, we realize that love and care from loved ones are the most precious gifts. That could be a warm conversation, a hug from a child, or simply being present when needed. All of these bring priceless spiritual value. The final advice for parents is to teach children the value of love, respect, and care from a young age. These values not only help children grow into responsible and compassionate people but also build a solid foundation for family relationships throughout life. When parents know how to teach these qualities to their children, the family relationship will always remain strong, bringing peace, happiness, and lasting love, not only in old age but throughout every stage of life. Finally, a happy family relationship is not about absolute perfection, but about understanding, sharing, and loving each other through every challenge. When that happens, no matter how many changes occur, the family relationship will always be a strong support, a source of encouragement, and a place where we find comfort in difficult times. If you find these insights helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue exploring more wonderful family values, lessons about love, and connection. Click the subscribe icon so you don't miss any videos that help you nurture and develop lasting family relationships.